people, Accessory here. Now, in February this year, I did a review of all the Wii accessories that I happen to own. Now, if you've checked that channel today on Veterans Day, then you will see that the video is now gone. The reason is because I decided to do a redo and be more thorough. So here I am holding my Wii accessory bin once again. And we're going to go even deeper into what my Wii accessories really are. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, first up is the big oversized Super Shell, or better known as the Boss. I now realize that I've wasted my $10 on this thing. The whole purpose of it is to make it feel more classic like the NES, but it isn't really anything special. I mean, my first time using this, I didn't even know how to take it out, so I actually had to look up a video on YouTube on how to take it out. No kidding. So, here's how it works. You just stick it in like here, and it works just like the controller does. Because there's certain locations on it that allow you to use the button. And I figured out that you need to take out the control like this. You need to stretch that thing out right here, and then you can take it out. So there you have the Boss. Up next on our list is the Nyko Pistol Grip. It's supposed to be a peripheral to the Wii Zapper, or maybe the NES Zapper. Here you have a switch so you could switch the buttons for A and B. It seemed like a pretty good idea at first, but I find that it's actually not. The trigger here would normally be controlled by A, and this one here would be controlled by B. And you can use the Nyko 1, not that you'd want to. Actually, this is the only thing that you can use for it. You just gotta take this lid off. You know, they actually made a clear version of this, and I'll get to that in a second. So, basically, this took me, like, a really long time to figure out how to put it on. So, basically, you need to pop this connector in like this. You need to stretch this thing out. And there you go. And the light's not flashing. I didn't really put it in correctly, but you get the idea. And this wrist strap's blocking the way. So that's that. Oh, and it works pretty well too. Except if you're using the wand, give yourself a break. Now what's that crap in the distance? They're birds, they're planes. No, they're the Nyko wands and commas. Now I must honestly say that this accessory right here that I'm holding is the most hated out of this whole collection. While it's supposed to act like a peripheral to the original Wii remote, it only works half the time that it should, and the orange one only works a quarter the time it should. And now the reason I got these two commas, like right over here, I got these for two reasons. One, they have a rubber grip and they could really help when your hands are really sweating during the gameplay. And two, if you're using the wand, it'll vibrate. However, now I don't see that the wand works as much as it did when I first bought it. So it's completely pointless to buy this thing. Today you could get it at GameStop for $30 and the commas for $15. And if you're lucky enough, you'll find a wireless comma for $20. So you could buy those if you'd like, but by all means do so. Now here we have the Disney Interactive Studios microphone. Now this thing came with the Disney Sing It game, and it works with any kind of singing game. It could work for Guitar Hero games like maybe World Tour, or maybe any other kind of singing game. So if you're like into the singing games, this is for you. Oh, and also not to mention, it's USB. So if you're lucky enough to find this, then you will just be lucky enough and you will enjoy it. Now the last and probably most dreadful accessory is right here. The BDA Wii sensor bar. Now this thing is such a pain. Now I should tell you why it's a pain. Because it uses 4 AA batteries and they're really hard to take out. Holding here is my entire collection of Wii accessories that I happen to own. Now about the Nyko wands, I plan to replace those in the future. Along with my Nyko charge station, yeah, I have that too. And I'm going to replace them with 2 Wii Remote Pluses and an Energizer charger. I have one Energizer charger and it works great. It works really great for 20 bucks, doesn't it? Some of you that own that probably already know this. But for those who don't know, I'm saying I recommend you to get the Energizer charger so you don't have to waste any more money on just going to the store and buying batteries and that kind of crap. So, happy Veterans Day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you haven't subscribed to me already, you can choose and do that. Hope you enjoyed my video. Good night.